NYCFC, NYCFC, NYCFC.
It's New York City FC, New York City FC.
Oh yeah, how does that chant go now?
I just said it.
No, I know, but did they actually change it? It doesn't have the same ring, bro.
No,
New York City FC.
Yeah, it doesn't.
But let's just talk about New York sports.
Woo!
Did you watch the Knicks game? You
I
definitely
did not watch the Knicks game, but I know we won.
We won. It was crazy, bro. The comeback was insane.
Did you see how the stadium was popping after they showed the scoreboard at the first game?
Oh, yeah.
The crowd erupted.
Bro, we got a lot of Knicks fans.
Oh, yeah, a lot of Knicks fans who also like soccer, which is nice.
That's very true. What's going on with my audio? The audio was all messed up. I'm like, wait, what's going on? So yeah, good times in New York. It's good to be home. Home
good to
cooking
be home.
is really, really cooking right now.
It really is.
It's serving up a hot steak.
It's serving up stadiums. It's serving up W's. It's putting that sazon on our steaks right now.
Yeah, it's crazy. So we got the new stadium. So this was like a big day before the game. There was a lot of talk about Mayor Adams coming, Francisco Moya coming, and they were there. Everybody was celebrating. It was kind of like our coming out party. It's official. We finally got a stadium coming.
I gotta say, your boy Moya is great at giving speeches.
Oh yeah,
he be outshining Brad Sims every time they present together.
Dude, Brad Sims is very uninteresting compared to Moya. But it's not funny because I feel like Moya gives a speech and we're like, yeah, but it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, but I like that he's like the real New York team. Like he be putting in those little digs a little bit about the Red Bulls.
And he's been trying to get a stadium, like a stadium in the New York boroughs for a while now. I was listening to Blue City Radio, and like it goes back to like I think Cosmos days and stuff like that. Like he's just been a big soccer fan for such a long time.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's cool. We got to talk to Mayor Adams. What was your impression of Mr. Mayor Adams?
My impression was my man wears a hat that says Mayor Adams on it. That's either the dumbest and most gangster shit I've ever seen in my entire life. Because if I wore a hat that said my name on it, I'd feel like an idiot.
Really, it was. And then, no, but it's also his jacket reminds him. And the back it says Mayor. So if you didn't know you were a mayor, you do now, Mr. Adams.
But I think he gave this exact same speech last year when we asked him a question.
What did he said something about like a kid from Venezuela and like seeing the dreams of being able to play soccer one day and it being in New York City.
Yeah.
Did he not? He said that last year?
I think that's exactly what he said last year. I think he had that thing memorized, homie. But still, it was cool to see him at the stadium. It was cool. I know that we didn't walk the grounds, but Blue City Radio and Trey from Blue Balls, they walked the grounds of where the new pitch is gonna be, and it feels like real. Like real. Like this is it.
It was funny because they were talking about, I think before, like, that they had to really clean the site up. And then I was talking to John Sanchez from Forever Pod, and he's like, breaking news, like 10 years after the stadium opens, there has been an E. coli outbreak or something like that where the water's still messing us up. Did you wash your hands at Yankee Stadium? It was actually pretty hilarious when he said it. But
that's hilarious. You called it Yankee Stadium.
Oh, I said Yankee Stadium. Oh my gosh.
It's naming rights sponsor stadium.
That's very true.
Yes.
What do you think that?
Did I tell you?
You think it's gonna be a brand? Like, is it gonna be Yankee Stadium or is it gonna be something like Citifield where it's representing?
First of all, it's definitely not gonna be called Yankee Stadium. You keep calling it that.
No, you're missing the point. Like, is it a brand? Like, is it gonna be New York City FC Stadium or is they gonna pay for a sponsor to have it?
They're definitely gonna pay for a sponsor. They broke. They need the money. Did I tell you? Right now it's naming rights sponsor stadium on their other things. I bought namingrightssponsor.com.
Oh, that is the dumbest thing to buy, bro. Nobody's gonna ever utilize that.
Sooner or later, when I'm bored, I'm gonna make a page saying we're so glad to be sponsored with New York City FC for the name of the stadium.
This is what happens when you win a $600 bet. You start buying dumb shit.
I love to buy domains that I never end up using. I own it's way too many.
Is that
domains.
your wildest domain name you own?
Nah, I have faxb.com.
That's that's for sure the dumbest one. But the vibes were overall just good. We saw Chicken Bucket. We got his new scarf up.
Yes,
he gave
Chris.
us a new scarf.
Yeah, the scarf is fire. Staying up here. I was thinking about that.
If you want to buy one, $20.
Is it $20?
Yeah, and then you might have to pay some shipping and handling. So go support Chicken Bucket if he still has any. I don't know if he
Those
does.
scarves are fire. Also,
Good people.
he was good people, man. I really liked that, and he gave us the scarf, which was really nice. That's the first sponsor we got is Chicken Bucket. Brought to you by Chicken. Also, they gotta find a way to make like their own version of the Chicken Bucket at the new stadium.
Yeah,
It's gotta be.
We were talking about foods and different types of foods that could be there, like Colombian food, Peruvian. It could be popping.
No, it could be
Good tacos.
No, definitely. And I think when we talked to Brad about like what they're saying that they're gonna have a lot of local vendors in the stadium.
Yes.
But I need some fried chicken and French fries in there too.
But it has to be like the same type of, because Citifield has chicken tenders and fries, and they trash.
They are trash.
Yankee Stadium chicken buckets with fries, next level. So it has to be literally the same chicken bucket. It can't be Whacker chicken tenders or something like that.
That's true. Either that or Chris himself is going to have to go and pick up some buckets and bring them to the new stadium
Before
every
every
Saturday.
game.
Yeah, exactly. Sell them outside. $20 for a bucket. That'll be fine.
Yo, I also wanted to give a shout out. When I went to the Open Cup game, Angelo gave me his third rail Queens.
That's fire.
Yeah, bro. So this is fire, man. I never gave him a shout out, but I wanted to give him a shout. I'm giving everybody shout outs. But yes, that was dope. So we got a flag. By the way, Open Cup game. I bought your ticket already.
I got the email because you bought it off my Ticketmaster account.
So it was technically your money, but I bought it for.
I like how he said like he did me a favor. Yo, I bought you a ticket for the Open Cup game.
It was $5. $5, $10.
Appreciate it.
So you can go, buddy. All right. So you can thank me later with your funds.
There was also one more thing I wanted to say. Oh, we saw Chelsea and gonna get her on the pod. That's gonna be fun. And also we got to put our sticker
on the drums.
on the drums, which was cool too.
You know what was already there? I think, was it Tati or Talis Magna was on it?
Talis Magna was there, so we gotta find a Tati sticker somewhere. So the 3 stickers they have company.
Those Tati stickers are gems, bro.
They are. I know.
We need to bring them back somehow.
I know, but it was nice. It was nice to seeing the stickers on the drums, though.
It was cool.
It really feels you like connected.
Yeah.
So appreciate the love this weekend. I know.
It was like people like actually listening to part of the podcast. I'm like, what? You actually listened to that? That was like 20 minutes in, bro. I would have stopped tuning in 5 minutes in.
I saw this dude. I don't remember his name now, but made us feel guilty that we missed a week. I'm sorry for missing a week. We won't miss any more weeks.
Yo, wait. Your mic looks like it's coming out. Let's hope. You see, this is why people don't listen to our podcast. Let's hope that was recording this whole time.
That would be very, very scary if it wasn't.
But yeah, so let's go into the game now that Danny has a fixed mic. So it felt like this was a game you got to win, right? Everybody's hyped about the mayor's there, council members are there, everybody who important in NYCFC is there. So it was like, it's your party. It's time to shine.
Yes.
And they came out.
They came out
and they partied. And one thing I want to say is Nick Cushing had the same lineup. It's been a while since we've seen that, but he chose the same lineup back to back.
Honestly, when I saw it, I couldn't believe it. I was like, nah, they must have posted last week's lineup because that was insane. It worked out.
Yes, it did work out. Oh, I guess we'll talk about it when we talk about our next starting 11 for the next game. But yeah, it worked out. They all played really well. I think this was maybe one of our most dominant performances.
Correct.
If we look at the stats, where is the stats? Hold on. Sorry, guys. We had our expected goals was tremendous compared to theirs. Ours was 3.0 versus their 0.64. We had 22 total shots. How many on target? 8 on target, 6 big chances. We just were the more dominant team the whole game. And this says a lot when you had to defend Benteke, who's leading the league in goals right now.
Was he really leading the
Yeah, he had 6 goals.
I did
talked
not.
about it last
I thought he
episode.
was
You don't listen to me when I talk.
I also tune out our podcast after 20 minutes.
It's like white noise.
Oh, I thought he had the most like aerial goals. I did not know he had the most goals in the league.
He was tied for the most goals. That's 6.
Crazy. I think we're gonna talk a lot about the offense, but before we give the flowers to the offense, what a performance by the defense, homie! Like, Benteke was silent that entire game. I think he had 2 shots.
Yes, 2 shots, and I don't think any of them were on target.
I mean, that was impressive. And as we mentioned, he is an aerial force. I think he had 1 header.
Yeah, I think he had 1 opportunity. Yeah.
But I think what Thiago Martins and Burke Risa and James Sands did to keep that offense silent was incredible.
Yeah, and if we look at the stats, first 5 goals were in the first 3 matches of the season, and we've only conceded 1 goal in the last 3 games. So it's a completely different defense right now. And this is what we were talking about, right? Like, that's one thing I was getting wary of. I'm like, wait, our main thing was defense last year. That's what made us so good. While we weren't scoring, we were still able to stay in games because of our defense. And look at us now. Now we've only allowed 1 goal in 3 games, and we have 2 clean sheets back to back.
Not the best teams in the league, but I think
I don't think DC United was a chump team, though. I think we made them look like a chump team.
Agreed.
But yes, I still agree. They're not, top of the East, top of the West, or anything like that.
And when you're becoming a good team, or you are a good team, you make sure to dominate bad teams, right? And so to see us dominating a team that, like you said, I don't think they were a terrible team. I think we made them look terrible, and I think that's a behavior of a team that could potentially be good, right? You don't want close games against quote unquote bad teams, and so that we had such a dominant performance it's really nice to see. But
to play devil's advocate, it was a 1-0 game for a while, 1-0, whatever you want to say, 1-0 game for a while. We go into the 90th minute, and it's we finally score another goal. So it's not like, granted, the stats all show we were the more dominant team, but at the end of the day, we didn't score a second goal to the last minutes of stoppage time.
There's a lot of reasons behind that. I mean, we did have 3. Our stat was 3 expected goals?
Yeah, 3.0.
Let me tell you, it felt even more like at the game, it felt like we were expecting 7-8 goals the way we were playing out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think finishing is still a struggle for us. That we were to get 2 goals in was great. Julian keeps doing his magic. Santi, I mean, we'll talk about that. Like, Santi really stepped up. But also, I mean, I'll talk about it, like, Munsef missed some really clear shots again. So yes, it was only 2 goals against a quote unquote bad team, but there was just so many opportunities to make even more goals, which is what's fun.
Let's get into the Santi goal, because the Santi goal was a thing of oh wait, this isn't the Santi goal. That's the Julian goal, but this was the Julian goal. It was beautiful, bro. Then this was so the thing is, so Santi was going into his whoa, I'm all messed up right now. Santi was going into his 100th game with the club. He joined the Century Club, and he came out guns blazing. This was a beautiful pass from Hannes, but Santi goes and finishes it. And this is exactly what we want to see from Santi. Santi's been he's been our MVP, and there's no other way to put it.
Yeah, and it just shows. I mean, Cushing said it. We've said it in the past, and I think it's confirmed here. When Santi is lights out, the team just glows. Like, he is kind of the centerpiece of this team because he's the one who gets to do a lot of distribution. He's touching the ball pretty much more than any other player. And so when he succeeds, the team succeeds. And you kind of saw that. And he played so well this weekend, which made the entire team look great.
Look, he scored 4 goals already this season and provided 1 assist. So he's contributed to 5 total goals between goals and assists, and we only have 9 goals. So that's basically more than 50% of our goals are contributed by Santi. So it just shows how important Santi Rodriguez is to this team.
1,000%. And yeah, I don't even know what else to say about Santi. He's just a beast. Oh, and that, I mean, actually, I don't know if we want to get into it. I mean, you kind of showed it, but that pass to Julian Fernandez for the assist,
yeah,
that is top type of passing. That was just beautiful. I don't even know what else to say about it. Like, I couldn't believe that pass. I didn't see it coming. And I felt like an immature, younger Santi would try to break the defenders, wouldn't be so quick to find that pass. And to see him like maturing and growing up and finding that open person who was on the other side of the pitch, it's really nice to see how much he's like growing and maturing.
One other thing I think we have to mention is Julian hasn't started both games that he scored in. Do you have to put him in the lineup now? I asked Nick Cushing, and he's like, he's getting very close to actually being in the starting 11, but I feel like you're forced to put him in now. I mean, the kid is scoring anytime he has the ball on his feet.
I mean, I think he had a good score, a shot, right? And I thought it was a great goal. I'm sorry, a great goal. But I remember before that goal, he wasn't having a great game. Like, there was a few passes that almost turned into goals. If you remember, you're like, whoa, you got to watch out. His passing wasn't as great. And also, I don't like absolutely love Hana's wolf, but I still can't say the word wolf correctly. But I do think that Wolf brings a lot to like the press and the passing ability, and like he's the one who gave that really pretty assist to Santi.
Yeah.
So like Julian is definitely a better finisher than Wolf, but are we sure that Julian can be as if Munsef was scoring more goals, maybe you don't need a winger that needs to score for the team to get points. You know what I mean?
That makes sense.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think you got to start Julian. When you go back-to-back games with 2 goals, you have to start him. Like, you can't bench somebody who you know can score for you. And I think you could leave Julian. I mean, Ojeda's also just as dangerous. Bring him in as a sub then. But Julian has shown back-to-back times that you put the ball in his feet, he is going to score. He's a very dangerous player. And that's what we need, a playmaker out there. Because if Munsef's not going to score those goals, somebody has to be that person. And we know Santi can be that person. And we know Julian can. So have them both out there.
I like Ojeda so much, though, man. I just think like Ojeda was bringing a speed that consistently was scaring that defense. He's just smoking people, man.
He's fast.
And he's the only fast person we have. Like,
Malachi Jones is fast too.
Yeah, Malachi Jones is a little too young though to be starting. Although I think he's a superstar.
You and Malachi.
That's my boo. But I just don't. I'm not okay with sitting Ojeda right now. So I don't know. Maybe Julian's like a great super sub, or maybe we have more games and he starts getting starting subs. But man, I think also a big part to this that you have the same squad is building chemistry. So I don't like the idea of tinkering, and I get a lot of people want to hit the pitch, and we have so much experience in there, or so much people that want to play. We have so much depth in those positions, but like I want to see the same team going until we get out now.
Yeah. I mean, not. It's fair to say, because I think we've always switched the lineup way too fast in previous years. The thing we do got to mention, and I'm tired of talking about it, but I still feel like it's a very big topic because he hasn't scored yet. Munsef didn't score, and this was a sitter. It was in the 74th minute. It's just one you gotta make. You gotta make that, and it's like I don't know what to say. It's not to like rag on the guy, but there's certain times where if you're not making the goals, then maybe Hovan's the guy to start. And before it, Hovan was actually Nick Cushing was already going to sub Hovan before this actually went down.
Agreed. So I think people said,
Nick Cushing brought
Nick Cushing took him out. But if you're out, you're at the pitch. Hovan was already on the sideline, ready to go into the game. Munsef just made it even harder.
And when there was a shot of him on the bench, and he looked emotional. It was an emotional moment for him. And after the game, I tried to talk to him. He kind of didn't really talk about his performance at all. He said, whatever, the team won. It was a great performance overall, which I don't blame him at this point. What else is there to say? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think he knows there's no excuses. This is what Nick Cushing had to say about it after the game.
I understand he was on the TV broadcast and they showed him and he looked, emotional. I think this is completely normal, huh? Like you have a huge desire to score goals, and you are showing incredible potential to take your career from here to here, and you're getting in these goal chances, but you're not taking them. And at some point, you get to the place where, because you're trying and trying and trying, and you're working incredibly hard, and you're seeing 8 out of 10 things go in the right, moving in the right direction, you get emotional,
I mean, I'd get emotional too, man. If I missed that shot, bro, you'd see me just crying on the sideline. And I suck at soccer. And I would still be crying after. Bro, we'd be playing pickup games. And when I miss shots like that, I'm thinking about it for months. I can't even imagine being paid millions of dollars to make that shot and missing. And the way that dude, that was so far off to be that close. It's like, you have to be good at being bad to make that badly.
And the crazy thing is, Julian, was it Julian that could have scored?
Oh yeah,
Julian was right behind them, which Julian would have probably sealed the deal on that one.
Yeah, exactly.
So, it's tough, man. It's tough. I mean, he's going through a tough stretch. I think we all want to see him succeed.
So what do you think, though? Is it time to bench him? Do you start Hovan next game, or do you keep him out there as striker?
I think you give him one more. And that's it. If you give him one more, if you're not able to get a goal from him, then I think Hovan earns the start. I mean, you can't go that many games without a goal. It's going to be, 9-10 at this point? I think you got to bench him. Let him get his confidence other ways. Let him get his confidence in practice. Let him feel the itch to be like, I will seal this because I know Hovan has it right now. You know what I mean? So I think if he doesn't score next one, you bench him.
Gotcha.
What do you do?
I want to stick to Munsef right now. We haven't seen a lot of Hovan, but I'm not sold on Hovan yet, man. And I think even when he comes in I think he came in for the last 15, 20 minutes of the game. I just felt like I didn't see that type of kind of like hustle. And if you're there, I think we've talked about this with Talis Magno in the past. Like, if you're only there for 20 minutes, go as hard as you can for 20 minutes. And there were a few times where I saw like the ball, like a dead ball, and he's just kind of standing there and he's like, well, there's no way I'm going to get it. And like, I just thought if Munsef was out there, he'd go for that ball. You know what I mean? And I know the goal for a striker is to make goals. So it's so hard to like defend him staying on the pitch. But I just think with everything else that he's doing, and if Hovan's not going to bring those other attributes that he does, are we going to have the same opportunities? That first goal that was made was Munsef holding onto that ball
and getting a good pass
and
to
getting
Santi.
a great pass to Wolf.
Oh yeah,
who then passed it to Santi. Yes. So like he is doing things right. I'm not giving up on him. So I still want to see him out there, man. And I think So we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong, and Hovan can do the same things that Munsef can and score some goals. But I really like Munsef, man, and I really hope things work out for him. For not only for him, but for us. Because if he scores, bro, we'd be unstoppable. We wouldn't have lost the game this season if Munsef made all the opportunities that he could have, he should have made.
Yes. But let's go to the positives. NYCFC is undefeated in 4 matches.
Yes.
We're trending upwards.
Yes.
We've climbed up. We're in a technical playoff spot right now at 8, right?
Yes.
Was that at the play-in game? I don't even know.
No, 8 and 9 are the play-in games. So we'd be playing Charlotte right now if this was like the way to the playoffs.
But what I'm saying is we're slowly starting to turn this season around, which is nice to see. And one other stat that I found pretty interesting is we have the most passes in the opponent's half. Hold on. Touches in the opposition's box. We have the most passes in that, which means like we're getting to the spot we need to, right? We have 256 touches, which leads the league in touches in opposition's box.
And look at who's right behind that. DC United, who everyone says is a scrub now that we made them look like scrubs, and LAFC, which is a great team.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is we're getting to that box.
Yes.
We're not finishing in that box, but we're getting there, and that's a good sign.
Yes.
That's all I got to say about that.
And as we've all learned, you got to finish in the box. Double entendres there.
I knew you were gonna say that. It's not even no Diddy. It's just appropriate, but it's just inappropriate actually. Charlotte's 9. We're 8. Now, focus, bro.
It's a great joke.
All right, we play Charlotte next.
Wait. We're done with this game?
What else?
Matt Freese got another clean sheet. Matt Freese is a gangster. Can we just say Matt Freese is a gangster? Okay.
It's already understood. What else do we have to say about Matt Freese?
Yeah, that's true.
Did he have I don't remember how many saves he has, but you have no stats to back up what you say.
Sorry.
So Matt Freese is a gangster is our expert analysis on that. Charlotte FC, we just saw it. They're 9th in the East. They have 11 points, 3 wins, 2 draws, and 4 losses. They haven't won an away game in their last 6 matches, but nobody wins on the road in MLS. NYCFC has not beat Charlotte yet, ever.
Really?
Yes. I mean, Charlotte's a young team, but they have 4 wins over us and 1 draw. So I think they might be one of the last teams we need to beat in order to be in all the teams. I could be wrong about that.
Okay.
I'm probably wrong about that. So fact check me on that.
There's probably St. Louis, too. I don't think we'd be in St. Louis, which is a very new team.
Oh, yes. That makes sense. So. It's probably a lot of teams. Actually, just never mind that whole stat. It was based off nothing except my feelings.
Typically where I get my stats from.
What else do we know about them?
We know that they haven't played in Yankee Stadium yet. I have learned this. So this will be their first time at Yankee Stadium.
What does that mean? Oh, well, you know what? The pitch size, I guess all that kind of matters. You're right.
And we're usually very dominant at Yankee Stadium in general. This beginning of the season was a little tough, but look at this home stretch. We're showing that home is a fortress. And if you got to choose one fortress to survive, I'm going Yankee Stadium because we have even more W's there than we have at Citifield.
Yes, they signed a young DP for like about $8 million. He was from Celtic FC, which he hasn't actually performed very strongly, but I think that's their workhorse, and that's who they're hoping to be the guy. His name is Abida. And their striker has been struggling. Capetti, he has 0 goals this season. So
welcome to the club.
I know. So a lot of what I was thinking when I looked at this team is like, wow, they're very similar to us. They have their offensive. They're ranked 25 in goals per match, and what are we? 26. So it's like we're a very similar team where we're not finishing our chances when we get them. They just lost 3-0 at home against Minnesota United, and they've been dominant at home. For them to lose at home, that was kind of a big tell. Like, oh snap, that was bad. Even though Minnesota United's been a great team. Yeah. So that's what we know about Charlotte.
Nice.
The one thing I will say is we haven't won a game. When's the last time you thought you can remember that we won 3 games in a row?
The playoffs where we won the championship?
Close. The playoffs when we didn't win the championship. Going into that, remember we won Campeones Cup? And then we played the Red Bulls after. Nick Cushing went for a beer after the game. We went on like a 5-6 game winning streak there. And then we lost to Philly in the conference finals. But that was the last time we had a 3-game winning streak. Like actually won. Not undefeated. Won 3 games in a row.
That's interesting.
So 2022.
Wow.
It'll be cool to see if we can do it again. Maybe Nick goes grabs another beer. Maybe everybody changes their tune.
I think you need a few more W's before you start having beers with fans.
I just want to be happy again. No, we're happy. Everything's going good right now. We're trending upwards. That's good. Let's look at the betting lines for this game.
Okay.
What do we got going on for this game?
We got NYCFC for the W at -135. We got +255 for the draw, +230 for the Charlotte FC win, -125 for under 2.5, and both teams to score at -125. And I'd like to point out, I lost my bet last week.
Oh, yes.
Because both teams did not score. So on our betting odds, let's talk about that real quick. I took a L this week, so now I'm down to 147, and you won. You said New York City FC to win, right?
I'm back, baby. I'm back. 51 Buckaroos.
Balling at 51 Buckaroos while I'm just, sad about my L at +147.
You just took bigger bets than me. That's the only reason you're winning right now.
I took better bets than you.
Because our winning percentage is not off. If I win next game and you lose, we're tied, baby. And then maybe I'll bet the house this game, even though I'm not feeling great about that.
I do feel, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but maybe it's just the vibes from last game, but I feel like this is a guaranteed W.
Wow.
So, you know what? Maybe I might be a little reckless this time. $100 on the W.
Wow. This could be a game changer for me.
Then I'm really going to be up.
Sheesh. So
I'm about to go all in on you.
So $100 for minus 135 for NYCFC to win. I'm going to go. I kind of like it too, but I'm not going that heavy. I'll go NYC. Damn, no, but then you just inch closer. I need something different. I wish, you know what I don't like? We take these odds too early and there's no player props. Because I want Munsif Bakrar to score. All right, I'm going to do that. Munsif Bakrar to score for $25. We don't know the odds yet, but we'll update you with the odds next week.
Okay.
And I'm going to have Bakrar to score. Oh, no, I'm getting a Charlie horse.
You're about to hear my dude yelling on TV.
Wait. I think I moved it for a second. We're good. I have a couple more minutes till it comes back.
You're gonna be cramping for days. You're gonna be limping on Saturday.
Yeah, Munsif Bakrar to score. He's scoring this game.
Just you're not gonna take the W, so you're not gonna parlay it. You're
No,
just
no
gonna take
parlay. Actually, yes, parlay. Bakrar to score, us to win for $25. I will tell you the odds. We'll update it next week.
That'll be good. You might make a good amount of money. You might catch up there.
I hope so. I need that for $25 because I'm scared. What's your overall score prediction for this game?
I'm gonna go 2-0.
Wow, you like this 2-0 score line.
I mean, we've gone 2-0 two weeks in a row. Might be 3-0. Munsif could get some scores, some goals. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going for.
I'm going 1-0. We win, but it's a close one. 1-0. NYCFC win. Munsif scores.
That'll be dope. Also, well, I know we talked about it, but James Sands and Santi both on the 100th club a week between each other, and those two were the most dominant performances this weekend. I think they deserve their flowers.
Cheers. Clap it up.
You were trying to look for the clap sound effect, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. I'll find it eventually. What was I gonna say? We never talked about what we thought our starting 11 would be, though.
Oh yeah. Run it back, homie.
And we could go back.
We talked about it vaguely when we were talking about Munsif, but if it was me, I'd run it back.
I don't got that.
What do you got?
Julian's coming in. Julian needs to come in. You score 2 goals, you come in. What other way do you motivate a player by saying, "Oh, if you score goals, I got to put you in the game"? I'm sorry, that's what you got to do.
Then put him in a little earlier. Take Ojeda. Ojeda's out. Probably getting tired in the 50th minute. Then bring him in. He's playing a whole half.
Julian's got to come in. I'm sorry.
We need super subs, homie. Have him super sub.
Have him score a goal early. How about that? We don't need a stoppage time goal from Julian every game.
So you're taking out Ojeda?
What?
You're taking out the fastest player we got. We got the Usain Bolt of soccer out here, and you want to bench him?
I'm putting in Julian. He scored 2 goals. He deserves to stay, and I think Hannes is invaluable, so we need him.
Why do you think Hannes is invaluable?
Is that a real word?
No, that is. I was very proud of you.
Damn, that was good by me. I think he brings that press we need. We saw, I think Hannes was out the game last game, and Santi was like pushing everybody, like, come on, press. This is what we do, and nobody else was doing it when Hannes was out, and I forgot who else was out, but we need Hannes out there. Gotcha. I think Hannes is helpful.
I say run it back, and don't stop running it back until we get the L. If hopefully we never get the L, but we'll see.
All right. Any final words? What you got for us?
I didn't think of any final words.
Nothing to leave us off with?
I know. Do you got some final words?
No, the only thing I will say is I'm hyped for Open Cup, May 8th.
Oh, yes.
We have some time.
Yes.
Well, we don't know if it's May 8th, but it's definitely that week of May. It's going to be like a Tuesday or Wednesday. I really want us to fill that up. One thing I was thinking, too, is we keep talking about Tati, but Munsif's been struggling, right? What happened was Tati, when he was in, what's this team?
Lazio. Girona.
Girona. He missed a very open goal.
Oh, I remember that. That was our most viral Instagram/TikTok video.
He missed a very open goal. And what did they do for him? He has number 9. In the 9th minute of the next game, they all cheered for him and gave him a standing O to bring him back up because he was getting a lot of hate. Granted, we're probably the only ones hating on Munsef online, which we don't hate Munsef. We just want him to do better.
We just call out what he did wrong.
But maybe we give him a standing O in the 9th minute.
Bro, he got cheered when he got taken off the pitch last game. We're in New York. We ain't nice people like Gironians. All right? There's no way people are going to go cheer for him.
You're right.
On the 9th minute.
I try. I'll be by myself like this.
We'll post this on social. Clap on the 9th minute of Javier. I'll be watching and see if anyone else claps.
He needs that extra push. He's gonna turn this season around.
I hope you're right, man. I really hope so. I really want him to succeed because if he succeeds, we succeed.
I'm done. I'm done talking to you. I played the music.
If you need Open Cup tickets, he'll use my money to buy you a ticket. So shout out.
I was actually thinking we should do a giveaway. So it's coming soon, possibly the giveaway on Danny's tab.
Peace.